Hey guys, it's Tim with Combat Fly Fishing. I'm going to tie you a thread midge today, and if you thought my last video was an easy tie, you're going to lose your mind when you see how easy it is to tie this particular midge larva pattern that I like to call Nothing But Thread. I'm going to start out with a Dairiki number 270 or a Tiemco 200R. This is a size 20, but you can tie this fly all the way down to size 24 with no issue at all. For material, all I'm going to use is a 70 denier ultra thread put out there by UTC. It's cream color and a red Sharpie. That's it. I'm tying this one. The one that was in the vise earlier was black, as you saw, but this one I'm going to tie in red. I think red is a great color. Start out by threading behind the eye of the hook to about an eye's width behind the hook, and then just snip the excess. You're going to take your marker, and I'm going to color the thread. For this one, I'm going to color about 1.5 inches of thread. But if you're not sure, don't do too much, because you can always add, but you can't take away. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to make wraps. And this red is going to serve as the underbody for the midge larva. Down to the bend of the hook. Now what I want to do is I'm going to spin my bobbin counterclockwise. This is going to let that thread, which is actually more like floss, this 70 denier ultra, it's more like a floss than it is an actual thread. And you're going to let that unwind a little bit. Once you're done with that, we're going to come back over the body. And along the way, you're going to have to spin that bobbin counterclockwise a little bit to flatten that floss out. And now we're just going to come back over all the way to the back of the hook. Try to keep those wraps consistent as possible. And I'm just stopping to spin my bobbin. You go almost to the back of the underbody, and now you're going to spin your bobbin clockwise. And this stuff will wrap up in the spearhead of your hook, so I usually just put my finger out like this and let it spin clockwise. You want to get that braid nice and tight. Then you're going to come in with your red marker again. This time you're only going to do about 1 inch. And you're going to put a nice segmented ribbing all the way up to the head. And you want to leave the thorax area, the head area, the cream colored still. So I'm going to spin it counterclockwise to get rid of that braid. And I'm just going to clean up the head here. Go about halfway to the eye, between the body and the eye of the hook right there. Then put in 3 whip finishes. Snug that nice and tight. Snip the excess. And the nice thing about this fly, when it gets wet, that floss will let that underbody bleed through real well, and it looks really nice. Here, I'll show you. This is what it looks like wet. Lets that underbody bleed through quite a bit. There you go. Pretty easy tie. You can punch out quite a few of these in no time at all. And if you're fishing skinny water with pressured fish, you can still fish midges to them that don't have a lot of bulk but still have a realistic look to them. Thanks for watching. Comment below and subscribe to my page, and I'll if you guys like what I'm putting out, I'll keep putting out some more. So thanks again. Bye bye.